Susan Crawford is Wisconsin's next Supreme Court justice.
Crawford, the liberal candidate, beat conservative Brad Schimel 55 to 45% in what became the most expensive U.S. court race in the nation's history. 12 News political director Matt Smith joining us now. And Matt, major outside forces in what became a national
a lot of
race.
money, a lot of votes last night. A decisive win for Susan Crawford, ensuring a liberal majority for at least the next 3 years. Crawford, with the backing of billionaires like George Soros, dominating Democratic strongholds. Take a look at Milwaukee County with 75% of the vote. In Dane County, her home county, 82% of the vote. Schimel, meantime, underperforming in key Republican counties like Waukesha, 58. He needed to do above 60 after big endorsements from those like President Trump and Elon Musk.
I never could have imagined that I'd be taking on the richest man in the world.
Tonight, Democrats nationally looking to the Susan Crawford campaign. The risk to go after Elon Musk hard in the final days of the campaign, Democrats see as a strong rebuke in a state President Trump won just months ago.
For justice in Wisconsin. And we won.
Musk overnight on social media saying, "I expected to lose, but there is value to losing a piece of positional gain." And new reports tonight from ABC News indicate Musk could soon be taking a step back from his current role in the Trump administration.
Elon Musk pours millions and millions of dollars into it. It wasn't even close.
Musk took his own outsized role in the race, alongside his own spending and that of groups pouring in more than $20 million for Brad Schimel, campaigning in person in Green Bay Sunday night, giving out $2 million checks and other incentives to get people to the polls.
I thought that activity was illegal, but he was allowed to do it.
I think it's cool. I mean, I think that he's open about it.
You think at all the Donald Trump-Elon Musk factor played a role?
It did. It absolutely did. There's been a lot of bad press on that because of not the good things that they've done, which are, I believe, personally, are good things. It's about the idea that they have affected so many people with the cuts which weren't necessary, and that had a negative effect on this campaign. Had a negative effect on it.
Marquette Law School out with a new nationwide poll tonight asking about Elon Musk's favorability. Nationwide tonight, Elon Musk, 60% view him unfavorably, 38% favorable. This a new nationwide survey just on the heels, guys, of the election results.
Matt, we're just off the heels of the most expensive court race in U.S. history. Our viewers should know there's going to be a state Supreme Court election every spring for the next 5 years.
The next 5 years, buckle up, and conservative justices are up for the next 2 elections. Justice Rebecca Bradley in 2026 and Chief Justice Annette Ziegler in 2027. Liberal Justice Rebecca Dallett's term ends in 2028. Conservative Justice Brian Hagedorn up for re-election in 2029. And the Liberal Justice Jill Karofsky in 2030. So Judge Crawford's victory last night essentially means that liberals will have control of the state Supreme Court for at least the next 3 years.
I like what you said. Buckle up.
Yes.
All right, just getting started. Matt, thank you.